All right. What's up, everyone? How are you all doing? Let me know how the sound is. Total impromptu live stream right here. The title is not clickbait, as I will be able to show you here very, very soon what the F word is happening. So once you guys do give me a sound check, we will start getting right into it because boy, do I got something that I want to share with you. And I want to hang out with you guys and talk a little bit crypto too. But I'm going to be honest here. I am going to use the community, yep, you guys, for just a little bit of support here because this is messed up. I am a little bit shaken by this. So, whew. All right, this is a tough one. So we got Jazz Love chiming in. Hey, Jazz Love, what is going on? How are you doing? Jazz Love, let me know, what do you think of the sound? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Let me know. We'll give people just a couple minutes to tap in. Like I said, give me a sound check. Let me know. This is not clickbait. I am actually not freaking out right now, but I'm a little weirded out right now, so I figured what's the best thing to do? I'm going to go live. I'm going to stream with you guys. Maybe you guys can help me out, right? I'm going to lean on the community for a little bit of support right here because this is messed up. Oh baby, I like it raw says good sound. Thank you very much. And hey, you know I love the name, right? I'll play me a little ODB. I might have to cheer me up because this is messed up, everyone. Let me just slam some water here real quick. Okay. So for everyone that's watching, I'm going to play a really quick video for you guys, and then I'm going to play an update, okay? So if the sound gets messed up, let me know, but hopefully I got the sound loud enough for you. And this is a video I did April 26th.
What is this place? What does it all mean?
Welcome to the Georgia Guidestones. Overall, they have a height of 19 feet 3 inches, a total weight of 237,746 pounds. 4 major stones are 16 feet 4 inches high, each weighing an average of 42,437 pounds. The center stone is 16 feet 4 inches high, weighs 20,957 pounds. The capstone is 9 feet 8 inches long, 6 feet 6 inches wide, 1 foot 7 inches thick, and weighs 24,000 pounds. This stone monument will humble anyone once you come up to it and actually see how big. Sorry, I'm kind of getting the chills right now watching this because for those of you that do not know, that is me. I did a drone video at the Georgia Guidestones on April 26th of 2022. I am personally freaked out. This is very, very close to my house. I live in the upstate of South Carolina. This is on the border of Georgia, South Carolina. And let's get to the news that freaked me out. Yes, everyone, this is not clickbait. I'm going to play this. Hopefully I don't get demonetized. You guys will see it.
Northeast Georgia, where we just learned there's been an explosion at Georgia Guidestones. New video just in shows damage to the Guidestones in Elberton County. The GBI and local officials are investigating this explosion. They say someone detonated an explosive device.
Yep, they blew up the Guidestones, everyone. Yeah, John Niner, you are 100% right, man. I am freaking out right now. The weird thing about this, so I've gone to the Guidestones now a few times, and don't worry, we're gonna get into crypto, guys. You know how like I talk big about like stellar community and like being part of a community, family, and team, and I always like to include you guys with stuff. But like for me, I think I need a little bit of support from you guys here because like this is my backyard. Like I cannot kid you guys. This is my backyard. I did this video here where I went to the Guidestones and I'll kill the sound just so y'all could see what it is. I've gone to the Guidestones a couple times. I took my kids and their friends after school one time to see it. And it's not about whether you believe in the Guidestones. It's nothing like that, okay? It's the fact that this is a place I was at. That stone that I just touched right there is gone, everyone. It is gone. The reason this has me freaked out is, you know how like when you guys watch stuff on TV and like, you know, you watch something bad happen, right? And you're like, God, you know, that really sucks. Like you don't feel good about it. It hits you differently though when it's your own backyard. And this is where I need to like, I guess, lean on you guys. I got to lean on the community. I got to lean on the support of you all, because as you see right here, yes, they blew up the Guidestones. No, this is not clickbait. This is in my own backyard. This is in Elbert County, Georgia. Yeah, this is seriously messed up, everyone. So for me, like I said, I've been here now a couple times. I've got tons of drone footage, and oh, I might break down a little bit. This might bug me because when I did this, right, I brought my drone out. I brought some HD cameras, some really nice gear, you know what I mean? And you guys know I'm big into photography and all this kind of stuff. And sorry if I start kind of not feeling, you know, like 110% about this. But again, this is in my backyard, and this is something that I did. And I guess it's hitting me now a little bit. And don't worry, we're going to talk crypto. I just need a little bit of help to get through stuff. I deleted a lot of my footage with this because I said I would be able to come back. Yeah, I kind of don't feel so good right now because I don't have all that footage. I mean, I have a good amount of footage, but I deleted a lot. And like the Guidestones that you see here, me flying my drone through it, right? Me taking a picture of all this stuff and walking here and all this. The Guidestones, yes, they have blown up one of them. So for me, this is really tough to watch because this is my own backyard, everyone. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to process this because I started getting a bunch of messages, and it had to do with my video because people know where I live. I live in upstate Georgia. I'm like kind of like not Atlanta metro, but I'm upstate South Carolina. I hang out in Atlanta a lot. I hang out, you know, in this area here, and yeah, this is messed up. And yeah, I don't know. John Niner says, I remember watching your video on the Georgia Guidestones. I bet you this situation is giving you a weird feeling. Yeah, this one is freaking me the F word out right now. I was doing a video, and I'm seriously sorry, guys. Normally I'm like really composed, you know what I mean? And like I could talk good about stuff, but this is my own backyard, man. Like this is like, you know, this is like where I hang out, like where I do stuff. And I did a whole bunch of photography on this. And that's a picture of me standing right by the Guidestones, April 26th. And here's a picture of it today with 1 out of the 4 of the Guidestones being blown up. To give you guys like a scale of like how big it is, let's see if I can find one where there's like a picture with me right in front of it. Yeah, there's one where I'm like walking on the outside. There you go. That shows you how big those Guidestones are. They are freaking massive, everyone. So apparently, yeah, exactly. Someone wants to send a message to the world. Yeah, that seriously, like it seems that like just the world, like the chaos is just unraveling right now, right? I mean, the pressure of everything going on is just getting crazy out there. And what's really messed up about this, and I know this sounds so jacked up, okay? What's really bugging me about this was, like I said, I'm huge into photography, but what's really bugging me about this is after I took all the photos, the videos, and all that kind of stuff, after I made this video, there was a whole bunch of stuff I deleted because you know what I said, everyone? I was like, oh, I'll just come back in the summer. I'll refilm it when I get a new drone, or refilm it when I get a new camera, or, you know, just stuff like that, right? And now here I am going, oh, crap, I can't do that. Like, this is really jacked up, messed up, weird, guys. Like, this is really messed up. So to give you an idea how big the Guidestones actually are, like, I'm 5'7.5" on a good day. I'm not the tallest guy out there. These Guidestones are like 20 feet high, and you could see big enough to blow one of them to pieces. So, I mean, this is really messed up, because this is more of the unraveling that we're seeing in society. Yeah. Read them if you really want to know why they're being targeted to the chat. Yeah, I can do that. Give me a second, guys. I'll bring that up. Just so you guys know, for those of you guys that don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, let me find that website for you real quick, and I'll read just the inscription for you. Give me a second here. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I'm just a little kind of like weirded out, everyone. So, you know, when stuff like this happens, like in your backyard, I think it hits you a little bit differently than, you know what I mean, than when you watch it on TV and you're like, oh, you know, I've seen, no, it's a little different than when it happens to you. And sorry, I'm trying to find what the inscription is. Just give me a second here. Give me a second here. God, come on, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. So here is what the Guidestone says. Sorry. The message consisting a set of 10 guidelines or principles is engraved in the Georgia Guidestones in 8 different languages. One language on each of the 4 faces that are upright, okay? So when you look at this, right, each side of one of these pillars right here has a different language of the same inscription on it, all right? And here's what their inscriptions say. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all the nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Now, let's be real here, guys. I think we can all agree on number 7. We can get rid of petty laws and useless officials because most of these officials are totally useless. And 8 is balance personal rights with social duties. 9 is prize, truth, beauty, and love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And 10, be not a cancer to the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Oh, baby, I liked it raw. You had a good one. What languages were destroyed? China and Russia. Let me look real quick. I have in my video which ones. Okay, so if I'm looking at it, that is going to go by the sign. Let me see if I can find it because there is in my video. Sorry, I'm just trying to orientate myself. And then we're going to talk to crypto, guys. Sorry about that. I'm leaning on you guys as a community. I hope you don't mind, but this is in my backyard and I've filmed this kind of stuff. Give me 1 second here because I have that inscription language. Give me a second here. I've got it on my video. Okay, that one. Okay, so Guidestone's a language. Let me see. All right, that English and Spanish? No, that can't be the English and Spanish side. No way. Let me just see what side that is, guys. And I'm just trying to think of the orientation of all this. Sorry, it's just for me. This is just kind of really, really disturbing here. Let me see if I can find. I got to find, there's a weird thing, like you can kind of see it where they show like the languages, and it's on the corner of the side facing towards me. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out which languages, but anyways, I'll try to figure it out and get back to you guys. But let's get back to the comments because like I said, as much as you guys like the content, I like relying on you guys as well. Let's see. To the Moon says, so much government intervention with supply chain and monetary policy. Kind of hard to argue the state doesn't control the means of production. It is so true. Sniff says, sounds like a retelling of no-hide laws to me. Kind of, except you know what's kind of weird about that, Sniff? Some of them, like, I got to agree with. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. The getting rid of useless officials and all that stuff, I could definitely see getting rid of useless officials. Oh, baby, I like it. Ross says, my only concern is that when the system collapses, they will tighten to authoritarianism. Now, again, we, oh, hey, let me close the door really quick because my dog just hopped in. Give me 1 split second here. All right, sorry about that. I had my dogs hop in because they wanted to hang out with us too. But anyways, yeah, we'll get back to the Guidestones if you guys want to talk about that. But right now, sorry, I just needed to kind of just vent a little bit. Yeah, I do. I live in the country in Georgia. Yes, I do. I live very, very rurally, and I love it because no one is around me. No one messes with me. And as you guys can see, I was just recently there. Actually, all right, here's a freakish one for you guys. You see this part of the video right here where I'm touching these stones? Here, I'll play it for you real quick so you can see it. There's a part where I'm walking right here. That's the stone that's actually blown up. So just throwing it out there. No, I live in Georgia, the state. Or no, I don't live in Georgia. I live in South Carolina, but like we are super, super close to the border of Georgia, South Carolina. So yeah, real messed up. But we can always talk about Guidestones. I just saw it. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I know a bunch of you guys out there watched the video that I had. Yes, I am septic and well water. I am complete, like, like if things were to go down, my household would be fine. I wouldn't be worried in the slightest bit whatsoever. So yeah, I'm totally good out there. It says the Georgia Guidestones aren't in Georgia the state, dude. No, they actually are in Georgia the state. The Guidestones are physically in Georgia, like the state. Like, I mean, that's me, like in Georgia. Let's see. The Levels of Madness says this was done in the middle of the night by faceless cowards. One of the things that you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever been here. Like I said, I've been to the Guidestones. I've been here a couple times. I've filmed it quite heavily. One of the things about this is there are cameras on the Guidestone 24/7. All right, and real quick, the languages that were on there, it's this language right there. It's this one right here. This pillar is the one that is no longer there anymore. And I'm just trying to see what language that is. God dang. Is that the Russian one? Is this Russian and Chinese? God, I'm going to have to look at that to see what it is. It says, yeah, so Real says, I thought the Guidestones were in the country of Georgia. No, they're in the state of Georgia. They're in Elbert County, Georgia. I am super, super close. Like literally, this is like 20 minutes from my house. Like, I mean, literally 20 minutes from my house. So what's odd here is this pillar right here. This is the one that's been blown up. And I think this is the Russian one. I'm really thinking that was, God, this is going to bug me. I'm going to have to try to find this out. And sorry, I'm usually a little bit more composed, everyone. This is just kind of shocking me a little bit. Because like I said, this is in the backyard of my house, and it's crazy. I mean, this is like the craziness is happening. The craziness is spreading all over the place, right? The civil unrest and all that, like it's just nuts right now. And so it's really weird. And for those of you that don't know, okay, the Georgia Guidestones, this is under video surveillance 24/7. There's actually cameras posted in a couple different places. You could see them on the light poles. They've got cameras on the light poles here. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys are able to see me. Yeah, you could see cameras up there in the corner of the screen. They're all over the place. So yeah, messed up, man. And no, baby, I like it raw. Yes, it does represent globalism. So thank you for bringing that up. What's up, Wigbusta? How's it going, man? Yeah, we're just talking right now about the Guidestone. So, okay, here's a good one. So here's one right here. The one that's right next to me, you could see that has a... that's the U.S. one, all right? That's the U.S. language right there. So it's the one right across the U.S. language. And I'm trying to find it, guys, and I'm so sorry if I'm not, like, completely, like, composed like you guys normally see me. It's just that, like, when you go to a place, you know what I mean? Like, it's messed up, man. Like, it hits you very, very differently. Let me see if I can find a better one than this. If I can find the Georgia, because right now I just want to make sure I don't get stuck with all the, here we go. Georgia Guidestones, everyone. Let's see if I can find it. It's the one across from the English language. Let's see if I can find where that is, because it has 4 languages, or I'm sorry, it has 8 languages, 2 on each stone. Real says, I lived in Savannah 4 years ago. I'm near Charlotte now. Don't know why I thought they were in the country, but what's going on? They blew it up, man. They blew it up. It is so messed up, dude. And like I said, this is in my backyard. Like, I live super close to this, and each one of those things is 20 feet high, everyone. Yes, it is 20 feet high. So right here, all right, so there's the pillar where it's got the U.S. It's the pillar right here that was broken, the one behind it. I've got a part on this video where it talks about the languages, and you know what, guys? As always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below, which means, guess what, everyone? I can use my own links and go back to them. And let's see if I can find you the Georgia Guidestones. There they are, everyone, the Georgia Guidestones. All right, now let's see if I can find the languages for them real quick. This will help me out here. Give me a second here. Sorry, I was working on some stories and this stuff all happened, and yeah. Oh, baby, I like it raw says, YouTube keeps censoring some of the chat. Keep seeing something on your screen, not in chat. I'm trying to find out, guys, which one, which languages. Let me see, Georgia Guidestone. Let me see if I could find a languages chart for you real quick. Because that would really, really help us out. And you know, it's really bugging me because the picture I want is, it's so weird. I have this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just really struggling with this. This is just really world. Yeah, one religion, one world, one currency. It is messed up stuff, and this is in my backyard. And trust me, if you guys want to ask questions about crypto, I would not mind, because it would help me get my mind off of this. Because like an idiot, right? Like an idiot, help me out here, okay? Like an idiot, I was like, you know what? I can delete some of the content that I've seen. You know what I mean? But I deleted it because I was like, oh, I'll just come back when I get my new drone. Well, I got my new drone, and guess what? It is gone. So really, really hard for me to see this. Okay, I'm trying to find the names of 8 modern language. I'm trying to find, there's a picture I've got that shows the languages. And I'm sorry if I'm really struggling, guys. Like, this is just really tough, because, you know, when it happens in your own backyard, like, this kind of messes you up a little bit. Okay, so here's the English one. So if it was the one that was busted, so I'm standing in front of the English one. So it's the one that has Swahili and something else. Swahili, and it wasn't the Russian and Chinese one. I don't think it was that one. I think it was the one that has Swahili on it. Let's see. Yeah, blowing up the evidence. No kidding, man. So it's okay. So it's the one with Swahili. So it's not the Arabic Hebrew. It's not Chinese Russian. It's not English and Spanish. It's Swahili, and what's the other one? Swahili and Hindi. All right. So if I'm reading this correctly, everyone, it is the Swahili and Hindi ones, because this one right here, this stone that's standing right here, I'm 99.9% positive that that's the one that has English on it. That's this one right here where I'm pointing in the corner of the screen. And this one here is Swahili. I'm gonna have to look. But yeah, it's messed up. Levels of Madness says, probably a bunch of kids getting tired, tipping over cows, and went big. Now, Levels of Madness, I'm going to have to correct you a little bit, all right? I used to live in Iowa. That's where cow tipping was happening, man. Down here in the South, we don't tip cows so much. It's more like off-roading and mudding and trucking. So maybe they were a little bit, you know, bored with that. But holy crap, everyone. Yes, the Georgia Guidestones. So, like I said, here is the one right here. You can see it. This one right here up on the screen. This is the U.S. one. It is the one across from the U.S. one. And I'm almost positive that that's the one that's Swahili and Indie. So, and if you guys got questions regarding crypto, if you guys got questions regarding all the liquidations and all that stuff, you know, happening, you are welcome to ask the questions. I will gladly answer any questions regarding crypto. This was just something that I wanted to share it with you guys, because this is messed up, man. This is totally messed up. And I just saw something come across the bottom of the screen. Hey, doggies, how are you doing? I just saw something come across the bottom of my screen that really, really messed things up. Oh, baby, I like it, Ross. This is way more than tipping cows. This U.S. is basically in a cold civil war. This is the escalation phase. And Trey Trillionaire chiming in. What's up, Trey? Hold on, guys. Let me put the dogs out of here real quick so that we can concentrate. Come on, doggies. Go out here. Come on, guys. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. The dogs were wanting to hang out. Yeah, no. Michael O2, you did not miss a lot. So essentially, for any of you guys that are chiming in right now, this is what happened. A long time ago, not really, in April 26th, I did a video about this, the Georgia Guidestones, everyone. That is me right there, flying my drone around. That is me touching the pillar right there. And so that pillar that I'm touching right there, guess what, everyone? That pillar right there is gone. It has been blown up, everyone. Yes, I mean, it is gone. So, little weird, a little chilling. And the weird thing is you could see it in this picture right here if the stupid picture-in-picture thing would move. But you see that light pole up there where it keeps saying picture-in-picture? Right up on the top of that light pole, you can actually see some of the cameras, all right, that are on this place. And they've got surveillance 24/7 regarding it. So now you guys are asking me questions regarding crypto, and I appreciate it, because that is going to help me chill out just a little bit and kind of get back to the normal. To the Moon says, Klaus, how do you feel about Nexo right now? All right, so Nexo has kind of a two-tiered thing, okay? Nexo has a lot of cash, but they also have a lot of liabilities, okay? Now, what Nexo did do right, Nexo did hire Citigroup. All right, hear me out here. Nexo did hire Citigroup to advise them on their moves, to advise them on what their ratios to be. Because put it this way, okay? Trade Trillionaire, it is not fake, my good man. It is gone, sir. The pillar that I am touching right here, dude, that is gone, my good man. So I can't touch that pillar anymore. It's kind of messed up. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about regarding Nexo is actually this. If Nexo doesn't go risky, they will be fine. And what I mean by risky is when they start looking to see who they're picking up, they have to make sure that they're picking up people where there's enough assets to make it worth it, right? Because think about this. The market's just going to keep failing for a while until we kind of chime through all of the junk, right? So Nexo has to make sure that they just don't take too big of a reach right here that could get them in trouble. So yeah, that's how I feel about Nexo. So thank you very much for asking for the Nexo question. And if you guys got any other questions, anything else you want to talk about, just let me know. I did just bring this up today because I said this hits me at home because this is my backyard. And for me, like when I do Guidestones and stuff like that, I don't do it because of the messages of the Guidestones. I do it because like I like love the photography. I love the cinematography. Like I love the feel of it. It's just like I dig this kind of stuff. Like when I film waterfalls and all stuff like that, it really hits me that way. So getting back to the questions. Nexo Real says, Nexo, stop letting us customers use their app. Yeah, who else out there is having problems with Nexo? Let me know about that. And let's do that too, guys. Let's talk about CPI data for June 2022. What date is that? I believe it's sometime in... Oh boy, when does that come out? I think it's like July something. Let's just type it in for July. CPI data... actually, hey, wait a minute, guys, because wait, hold on. This is funny. I get to laugh at this. All right, hold on. We can do this, right? Because remember, as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. So you know what that means. I can actually go on my calendar video right here. I can go on the description. I can go to my calendars. Hold on, everyone, and I can do this. Here we go. I can copy them and I can paste up here and I can let you know when the next CPI data report comes out, because that is going to be when the next pain train happens, everyone. So we go to reader mode, and sorry, my PC is taking long. I'm going to get out of reader mode right here because I'm going to start doing some filters here. Let's go to the United States. Hold on. Here we go. Let's go to the United States, and we want to talk about CPI data that is happening mid-month here. CPI 713. There you go. So start looking around data around 713. Mushtaba Naghavi, that the 26th and 27th is when the Federal Reserve actually will be meeting. So the actual CPI data, you can see it up on my screen right here. The CPI index, right? The core CPI, all that core stuff right here for CPI, that's 7/13, July 13th. The 26th and the 27th, okay? That is actually when the Federal Reserves, right, when they're going to have the FOMC meeting, and they're going to talk about how much they're going to raise rates. All right, so back to the things here. Trade Trillionaire chimes in, long term, I'm bullish on crypto. Now is a good time to get discounts on the market. That is what I'm doing right now, too. I am just nibbling right now. And the reason I'm nibbling is because I'm paying a lot of attention right now to, no, I don't know what the hell this crap is, but I'm paying a lot of attention right now to CPI data. That is my biggest thing that I'm paying attention to right now is CPI data. That is the big one right there. So between like that July 13th, look for July 13th and like the next days after to really see, right? If the data is bad, the market will go hard. Now, Real, let's be honest here, right? So Real chimes in, the 26th and the 27th says the market will crash bad. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Why would the market crash bad on the 26th and 27th? Now, hear me out. Personally, if the market is going to move, the market is going to start moving on July 13th. The reason people are going to think it's the 26th and 27th has to do with the fact that the FOMC meeting calendar, okay? They are meeting in July, all right? The 26th and 27th. I've got it up on the screen. There you go. July 26th, 27th at 2 p.m. Yes. So real, hear me out here, all right? And a lot of you guys out there, what is going to happen is if you have a bad CPI data report coming out on July 13th, you will see the price action happening right away. People are not going to wait until the 26th or 27th. If you wait for the 26th or 27th and there's a bad CPI data, you'll be waiting too long. People will already be swarming in, making those moves before that happens. So just kind of something to think about. And yeah, in real, you know what would really crash the markets? What would really crash the markets on the 26th and 27th? Because think about this. The last meeting out there, Jerome Powell said, hey, 50 points, everyone. July, we're going 50 points. Jerome didn't say 75. He said, hey, if we need 75, we'll do it. But that's going to be based on the CPI data, all right? So if the CPI data is rough on the 13th, boom, that'll pull the markets down. Now, if the Feds, right, and the plan is 50 basis points, and if CPI data really sucks like it has for over the last few months, then the Fed can drop the market again with a 75 basis point hit. Really, really rough stuff, man. Really, really rough stuff. And Diego chimes in, glad to catch this stream. It's been a while. Yes, everyone, it has been a long time. I used to stream a lot, and like for those of you that know, like my dogs are always with me. They were just in the room here. My big doggy like passed away, and like so whenever I was streaming, my big dog was always hanging out with me, and it's really, really tough because I don't have my big dog anymore. We had to put him down while I was in Colorado. So yeah, I've really kind of pumped the brakes on the live stream, but yeah, it's rough. So To the Moon says this fall equals riots. Yeah, we're going to have some rough stuff because you know what, guys? It's not just going to be the CPI data. All right. And trust me, it's not. There's going to be more than this. Okay. It's going to come down to also other things. Think of the election. Okay. And hear me out. It doesn't matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter your left side, right side. Wait a minute. We're mirror image. Doesn't matter if you're left side or right side. What matters is this. You got half the country going one way, the other half going the other way. We can't really trust the media. We can't trust the news. We can't trust any of that. There's a lot of uncertainty going around. Let's see. To the Moon says, or to the Moon, because I got two of you guys. To the Moon and to Moon. And Sniff, I get it, man. The dog thing is tough, dude. I am struggling with it. I am really struggling with having to put my dog down. It was so freaking hard. To the Moon says, any chance the Fed pivots? I don't see. Okay, real quick. Let me talk to you guys real quick about the Fed, okay? Let me just hear me out here, all right, with the Fed. I know a lot of you guys out there are pissed at the Fed. Why is the Fed raising rates? Blah, 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 all that stuff, okay? Just hear me out here, okay? The reason the Fed has to raise rates is because the United States government, it does not matter what side of the aisle, I'm talking about the government as a functioning entity. The United States government is in mess. All right. So what is the Fed's tool, right? They can do all the quantitative easing and all that, right? Because they were propping up zombie companies, but they also can mess with interest rates. The reason the Fed has to mess with interest rates is because the U.S. government is not doing a damn thing, okay? I want you to look at it this way. You know what raising the interest rates are? That's bringing a sledgehammer to knock a little nail in the wall, all right? To kind of sit there to hang up a picture. The Fed has to raise rates because our government sucks. Okay, let's talk about supply chain. Let's talk about inflation. Do any of you guys out there understand why inflation has not been bad over the last 20 plus years in the United States? I will give you guys a few seconds to think about it. But do you know what the real answer is? All right. Hear me out. You can tackle inflation in two ways. The first way, make more money so that you could pay for the inflation, right, that's hitting you. The second way is you can become more efficient. You could save money so that you can kind of deal with it, okay? In the United States, in the 90s, what did we come up with, everyone? Computer advancement and internet, right? Those were the two big things. Tech was the big things in the 90s. Okay, now hear me out. This is coming into inflation. I want you to think about Walmart. Do you guys remember when you were at Walmart a long time ago? Do you remember when they had like 25 lines and almost like 20 of them were filled with people, right? And they were always checking you out. And then you remember over time at Walmart, the lines were less, right? There were less lines open, less lines open, less lines open. And you're like, oh my God, now there's only 6 lanes during like while they have 30 open. And it was horrible, right? And then you guys remember how many years ago when they started doing self-checkout and you're like, wait a minute, are you guys going to start paying me for checking out my own groceries? Okay. What happened during then? Those companies were able to cut costs with labor to help them fight inflation, okay? So inflation has always been there, but the technology, right? The advancement of technology and the utilization of technology, think of the Walmart example, that was able to fight inflation. Like I said, there's only two ways to fight inflation. You as a company can make more money, or you as a company can save money. That is the only two things you can do, okay? Because we know that the government keeps printing money. Oh, big problem with inflation, okay? So hear me out here, all right? So I want you guys to think about tollway authorities. Okay, just listen here. Do you guys remember about 10, 15 years ago, we're driving down the road, right? We're going on vacation. We got to go pay our toll. What do? We would throw our change in that little basket. Do you guys remember that, right? The little like kind of mesh colored basket with like the yellow thing behind it. That's what it looked like in Illinois when I used to live there. We would throw our change there. And then remember, we would go up to the people and we would hand them dollars and they would give us change back. You know, the toll was 50 cents, blah, blah, blah. Well, what happened to tollway places? They started getting rid of they started getting rid of more people. They started making things automated. And then guess what, everyone? And what's up, Justin? How's it going, man? And then think about that. Then what did they do? They got rid of people and they started putting like iPass, Peach Pass, right? The New York Pass, the Jersey, all of those, right? They got rid of people. So over the last 20 years, the reason inflation has not been bad across the globe as a global whole is because of the technology advancement of the internet, okay? Think of McDonald's, everyone. Yeah, there's a bunch of McDonald's out there that what? You can order yourself. You can skip the line, right? You can order at that kiosk yourself. That's replacing people with technology, and that's what the internet and the computers have done over the last 20 years. That's how, as a whole, we've fought inflation. Well, now all that low-hanging fruit is gone, right? All those easy changes are gone. Think about that, okay? All of those things are gone. Where is the next advancement coming from? Where is the next tech and hub savings coming from? See? That's why inflation starts getting out of control. It's not just a mechanism of supply and demand, because remember, supply and demand has to do right with that whole supply chain side of the issue. But the other issue is how do we absorb it, right, as a people? Because think, you and I, and even businesses, I remember in my professional career, there was nothing I could do about inflation. There was nothing I can do about when I was tackling high gas prices, when I had to start charging my customers more because my UPS rates were going through the moon. What I had to do, though, is I had to find creative ways to save because I was at the mercy of the government. And Real said it, the blockchain. The blockchain is the next hub, the next industry, the next technology out there that's going to help us thwart rising inflation costs. And you guys are like, well, wait a minute, how does blockchain help? All right, hear me out. I wish I had like money here or something like that, but I don't. Anyways, I want you to think about this. Think of how much money it costs to print $1, how much money it costs to mint a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and all that stuff. And now they're worth less and less and less and less. Every year, we literally have to print. We literally have to cut trees. We have to make ink, and we have to print money. That costs a ton. If we were to digitize money, right? We always talk about CBDCs and all that stuff, okay? Now we start looking at we can use blockchain to save money on that expense. Now remember though, this is on the cost saving side of it, right? The preventative side of it, okay? So for those of you out there that are Lean Six Sigma freaks like me, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Muda, right? That's Japanese for waste, all right? Muda is waste, all right? I'm a massive Lean Six Sigma freak, all right? Huge Lean Six Sigma freak. And yes, blockchain is where it's at. Okay, so now Enrique is like $17 at McDonald's. Okay, now get me, hear me out. Now these companies, okay, like I said, you can only do two things. Make more sales, cut your costs. The government and how the government keeps printing, and the government, and I'm not knocking, no, I am knocking, that's full of crap. I'm knocking government, I'm not knocking parties, I'm knocking government as a whole. So when you guys hear me talk about government, don't think it's Democratic or Republican, just look at it as a whole. Government is more and more and more efficient as inefficient. Oh my God, I said efficient. Government is more and more inefficient as time goes on. Think about that, okay? I want you to think about how big the federal government in the United States is and how much it's grown. What did they just do? They just hired, what, another 10,000 IRS people? All right, so again, what are we doing? We're increasing our costs, right? So as a consumer, right, as a business, as a receiver, and that's what we are. The government is increasing costs, but not becoming more efficient. Okay, hear me out here. I know you guys hate Tesla. I know you guys do. A lot of you guys hate Tesla. But did you know that the Tesla Model 3 has been lowering in price over the last few years? Do you know why the Tesla Model 3 is becoming less and less expensive over time? It's because Elon Musk is a massive Lean Six Sigma freak who is designing his plants to be more and more efficient so he can thwart inflation. Now, what he does, instead of turning it into the profit mechanism of his inflation, he passes that savings on to you, the consumer, in order to gain market share. Super important to think about. So I didn't mean to go on a rant on inflation, but the realistic side of all of this, you and I can only do one of two things. You make more money or you save money. You get a side hustle, you pick up extra shifts, or you make less trips to the grocery store. Do we still need to eat? Yes. But do we need to drive to the grocery store 3 times a week? No, maybe we only go once a week and we save all that money on gas. I just recently did a thing with my wife. You guys are going to love this. My wife is a freakishly cool lady. Love her. She's awesome. My wife and I were like, hey, how can we thwart inflation, all right? Gas prices by me are over $4 right now. All right. And again, what brought this up is the Guidestones. You guys are welcome to ask questions. I'll answer them. No worries. You're also welcome to ask questions about crypto too. I have no problems with that. But my wife and I as a family were like, hey, what can we do to thwart inflation? So my wife said, hey, we normally go to Walmart 2 to 3 times a week. We spend X amount of gas, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. So what we found out was, hey, why don't we just go once a week? Become more organized with our shopping. We'll still buy the same amount of stuff, but we're going to travel less. So my wife and I figured out that if we only go to Walmart once a week instead of 2 to 3 times to break up our grocery shopping, we will save almost $800 a year in gas. And the best part about it, it was almost 90 hours of drive time, which means I get to spend 90 more hours with my lovely wife and my wonderful kids who always lock themselves up in their bedrooms playing Xbox Live. So, like I said, you can only really do 2 things, everyone. Make more money, get that side hustle, pick up shifts, or cut your costs. That's all you can do. And so right now, this whole inflation thing is because we've squeezed as much as we can out of that piece of coal, right? I mean, we squeezed it as hard as we could. Think of all the low-hanging fruit. Did you guys also know that Walmart, there are certain vendors of Walmart that it's in their contract that the vendors stock the Walmart shelves themselves. So now Walmart doesn't even have to spend money on people stocking the shelves for those products. They have their vendors doing it. Isn't that freaking nuts, man? So anyways, back to the questions, and sorry about the rant. If you guys want any more knowledge on inflation, let me know. I'll help you out with that. To the Moon says, ETH is too slow, uses too much energy, and does not process action transaction. I concur, my good man. Sniff hanging out, dude. What's up, Sniff, and how are you doing, dude? And Sniff, seriously, the dog stuff is rough. I'm really struggling with the dog thing, man. Like, I've had 3 dogs for a while now. You guys know I'm retired. I hang out at home with my dogs all the time. And man, when my dog passed, I have not gotten over it yet. And like, people are like, oh, get another dog, get another dog. Dude, you don't replace dogs. Like, you don't. This was my big dog that hunted with me in the ice and snow. I actually taught him how to hunt coyotes. I mean, he was a big German Shepherd. You guys remember I had a big dog. He's a big German Shepherd. I actually taught him to go out there to lure coyotes in. He would howl, make weird noises. The coyotes would come in packs. Then my big dog Kenobi would know to come towards me. And as he would come towards me, I would just pick off those coyotes one by one by one. So totally love that dog. And there is no replacing him. So Sniff, man, I hear you out with the dogs. Yeah, mine was 9. He just turned 9. Like, it's messed up, dude. Jetpack Joe says, what's good, Klaus? Dude, not much. I'm just hanging out, finding out that someone blew up something in my backyard. And for those of you that are just joining the video right now, yes, everyone, check it out. This is it. This is the Georgia Guidestones. That's me right there hanging out with the Georgia Guidestones. You are welcome to find that video on my other channel, but check it out. There's some pictures, me and the Georgia Guidestones, April 26th, and here we are today, July 6th. They blew it up, everyone. That is why, yeah, that's why I'm a little messed up right now. Anyway, so let's see. So Diego Rodriguez says, and what's up, Diego? Glad you are here, sir. Diego says German Shepherds are the best. Yeah, dude, my Shepherds are freaks, man. My big dog, like I said, he's trained to hunt coyotes. So is my little one. Not little, she's not little, but my all white Shepherd you guys have seen, and my all white Shepherd too is actually really, really freakishly good at hiking and climbing. She is a freak, man. So yeah. Whew, sorry about that. So to the moon, it says, what is the link with the destroying the Guidestones in the Great Reset World Economic Forum? You mean the whole you're going to own nothing and be happy with it? Klaus Schwab. Remember, everyone out there who's watching this, all right? Remember, Klaus Schwab is the bad Klaus. So when you guys out there are saying, let's get rid of Klaus, make sure you say it's Klaus Schwab, not crypto with Klaus, okay? You want to keep crypto with Klaus, but yes, I will be with you here. Let's get rid of Klaus Schwab. Anyways, yeah, so that's really what happened. Real says, great buy right now is Elron. They took a dump from an exploit, but it's fixed, and they're doing great. My thing right now, do you guys really want to know what I'm doing right now with my money in crypto? Seriously, comment there. Let me know if you really want to hear what I'm doing with my money. I will be totally open with you guys and share it, because I think it'd be kind of cool to hear everyone's thing. And also do this too. If you guys could, you guys comment too. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys buying big? What are you buying? Are you holding off? Let me know, guys. Nico chiming in. And what's up, Nico? How's it going, man? Nico, glad you're joining on. Yeah, it's messed up, dude. And seriously, guys, like, the only reason, like, I got real emotional at the beginning of this live stream, you guys are going to laugh, okay? And maybe not laugh, but, so I did this video with the Guidestones a while ago. I brought my kids there. I brought some of their friends there, you know, stuff like that, okay? There's this piece right here, all right? So there's this part of the video where I'm walking by the Guidestones and, like, my hand is kind of like sliding by it like this. All right, I'll cue it up on the screen so you guys can see. So this part right here, all right, where I'm kind of walking past the Guidestones and I'm touching it, those Guidestones, or that Guidestone that I was touching, that's the one that's blown up. How effing messed up is that, man? That is totally messed up. So that's what started this. And now we're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about guides, and we're going to talk about everything, everyone. All right, so Diego Rodriguez says, the other Klaus is evil. Yes, 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 everyone. The other Klaus is evil. And the funniest thing is, I've actually had, just hear me out, I've actually had a couple comments on the channel where people are like, you're just like the other Klaus. And I'm like, yo, you guys have no idea. Like, no, I am not. Let's see, in Moon says, Klaus is bringing the heat today. Yes, I am. And I'm trying to bring as much heat as I can and get you guys all out there and get you informed. I got a couple of you guys saying yes. Let's see. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Says, Klaus, come to the National Sports Card Show in AC. AC. Help me out with AC. Definitely help me out with AC. What city is AC? I'd be very curious on that. Let's see. Yeah, Trey Trillion, I do. I think it's the Swahili stone that got jacked up. I think it's Hindi and Swahili is the stone that actually was blown up. Okay, so now to get into what am I doing? All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? Okay, so when you guys watch my videos, all right, there is a person on my videos where I'll try to find. If you guys go on any of my videos, oh, Atlantic City, oh, that's far away, dude. Holy crap, man. Oh my God, that's far away. Holy crap. Jesus, that's a little far from me. I'm down here in South Carolina. But anyways, so what am I doing? Well, if you guys see in like every one of my videos, there's someone on there called Twitch Radio, and he's always giving me the thumbs up. Really cool dude. I love Twitch Radio. Great guy. Him and I were actually talking about this the other day, and he's like, yeah, crypto for Klaus with the win, not Klaus Schwab. All right, let's make sure that we're doing this right. So what him and I were talking about is what we're getting into, and he sent me this thing that I should look into, right? Another crypto that I should look into. And I was just like, let me take a look. And then I started thinking, here is really what I'm doing, everyone. I am not touching any freaking projects other than my XLM, XRP, nibbling on a few other things, but I'm not buying big right now. And the reason I'm not buying big is because I still think we got more crap to come, everyone. I mean, I definitely do. I really think that there's a lot more crap to come. We've got CPI data. You've got the election coming up in the United States, which we know it does not matter if you're on the, I have to do this the right way, if you're on the left side or the right side. A mirror image here, guys. It's political tension in the United States is so polarizing. It's pulling people apart. That pulling people apart is very hard for businesses when they move forward because the businesses don't know the direction they're going to go. Now, do you guys remember all those things where they said, if you go woke, you go broke? Yeah, how many companies now are taking a reverse woke stance because of how much it affected their sales? See, and that's the whole thing. So if these companies, all right, are trying to learn all this stuff, they're trying to learn which way is the public going, which way the sentiment's going, and if they see that the country is just like divided in half, it is so hard to pick a unified direction for a business. Pretty interesting, isn't it, you know? So what I look at right now is this. I am staying the F away from pretty much everything. Couple reasons. One, I really believe in native assets. Two, I got to be honest with everyone out there. And I'm going to be honest with all you. You guys know how I bust a lot of scams out there? There's way more than what I show you guys. And way dirtier stuff than what I show you guys. I cannot tell you. You guys know all those companies that say they're backed by gold? They're full of shit. Full of shit. Because let me ask you a question. If they were backed by gold, why would their price still have that much problem? That would mean then that they would be taking your money, banking it on gold, and as the price goes down, selling the difference, shorting the gold, and then keeping the crypto at that point. That is criminal. So no, I will not be purchasing anything like that. So what am I doing, everyone? I'm just nibbling right now. I am taking my time because we've got CPI data, right? We've got inflation across the whole globe. And let's hear me out here. I know I've got fans on this channel from the UK. The UK just hit 9.1% inflation for the month of, I think it was May, a 40-year record. Think about that. That's India. What about Canada? Canada just had another record inflation. The United States did. This whole inflation thing is all over the world. So I'm waiting for inflation, and I'm also waiting for us to know as a country what direction we're going so the businesses know what direction to go. Oh, baby, I like it raw says, small buys every week until the hammer drops. You bet your butt, man. For me, it's not about what I'm buying in terms of quantity. For me, it's the time frame. I'm taking my time right now because I don't think anytime soon any of this is going to get better. Think about this, all right? And oh, I hate doing this, all right, guys? I hate doing this, but I'm going to be honest with everyone, all right? And I don't mean, I'm not going to try to upset anyone with this. Just, you guys know I'm realist, all right? I'm definitely a realist. I'm not the channel that's like, oh, we're going to the moon tomorrow. Oh, XLM is $1 in a week. No, they're doing that to get views from you. All right, that's what it is. They're doing it to milk views from you. And what do? I provide you guys with the real news to help you make better decisions. So when I'm watching all of this, when I'm looking at this, you know how we were talking about like regs in the government with crypto in the United States? Do you guys know that as soon as that election happens, all those bills are dead and we have to start all over again? Do you also know that Congress is going to be leaving soon so that they can campaign, everyone? This midterm election in the United States is huge. It is freaking huge. Now, because it is so important, because this election is so pivotal, because there is so much at stake, all right? The worst part about this is, and I'll put the heat map up on the screen so you guys can watch what's going on. The reason this is so important is because they're going to be leaving the Hill. Once they leave the Hill, nothing is going to get done, everyone. So any hope that we had of big things happening this year is going to go to the wayside. And why is it going to go to the wayside? Because we are going to start having people participating in the elections, campaigning and all that. And then once the elections happen, guess what, everyone? All the bills that weren't passed by that time are dead. We have to start all over again. So that means, again, in early January, the clock would have to start all over again, and we would have to do this yet again. So back out to the comments. Michael O2, yes, Michael's in the UK. And Michael, thank you, by the way, for the comments, man. You see I'm responding to them. And you guys all see that I'm doing my best to try to keep up with the comments. I promise you I read them all. I promise you I read them all. You guys know why my channel has the least amount of spam in the comments? Because I bust my butt every day, multiple hours of the day, deleting spam so that your comments show through and don't get covered up by the crap, because I want people to see what you guys post because it is important. All right, let's see. Ooh, to the moon. And now, remember, I have two different to the moons. I have to the moon and I have to the fucking moon. So I got to make sure I keep you guys straight. To the moon says, when Tether collapses, it will bottom. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I've definitely been watching the market cap on Tether. In fact, I've been watching it so much that I have it up here on my screen. And what we'll do, and I did a video on this because you guys know, oh boy, they withdrew more money. Oh, here we go. That is today. So more people withdrew money from Tether. That is bad. So now we do this and we take this letter, we switch this with a C, we go right here, we scroll down, we go right here, we go to market cap. As you guys see, I've been doing this way too much, everyone. And let's close a few of these windows up just so I can regain some of my power here. Give me a second. This is taking way longer than I would like to. What is going on, ladies? Here we go. All right, so market cap for USDC. We go to 3 months. Look at this. So in the 3-month time period, here you go. In the 3-month time period, you can see an overall increase of USDC with a huge decline of USDT. So yes, I could totally see USDT being the one that is what kicks it off. Diego says, dude, you need a mod to keep up with the comments. I read the comments, you guys. I read them. And it's me that reads them. That's what's most important. I want to make sure that you guys see that I'm reading them. Let's see. Trade Trillionaire says Ethereum will survive because they have a good development community. The only problem with Ethereum, everyone, is that people and companies are using Ethereum to back loans, and they're also using it, right, for that leveraging. So what happens is when a company, okay, Voyager Digital, oh my God, everyone, here we go. Voyager Digital faces delisting from Toronto Stock Exchange following bankruptcy. One of the problems is Voyager Digital had thousands and thousands and thousands of ETH. When the liquidations happen, what do they do to ETH? They just liquidate the crap out of it. That's why when you look at the heat map, ETH overall was down way, way worse than everyone else. Why? Because of so many people that used it as an asset, and that is rough. So when the liquidations happen, right, they got to sell their Bitcoin and they got to sell their ETH. No one out there is like, well, I got to sell my XRP or XLM. No companies are putting their assets as a store of value in XRP and XLM. They're doing it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, staked Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin, and the whole deviation of Ethereum and staked Ethereum is also kind of a huge issue. Let's see. Yeah, Enrique Ramirez says, there goes my XRP court case. Yes, that's the other thing too, everyone. Think of the XRP court case. I don't think we're going to see it done this year. I really don't. The reason I don't see it being done this year is because I think they need to drag their feet even more. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't want to do it. Patriotist says, I want to see XLM hit $1. And Patriotist asks, am I going to be selling my XLM when in 2023? No, like I said, I'm holding mine for quite a few years. Not a big deal. I don't have the reason to sell. Like, I don't. There's no need for me to liquidate, so I really don't need the cash. Michael O2 says, Klaus is like the kind of surveyor you don't want at your house because you will find all the faults. My professional background, for those of you guys that don't know, big corporate guy. I'm a huge Lean Six Sigma guy. Mergers, acquisitions. I would go into plants and I would upgrade them. I would see if they were efficient. I could see how I could save them money. Could we hire? Could we lay people off? Could we convert to robotics? I'm really big into that. My big thing is merger acquisition and efficiency. Like I said, I am a Lean Six Sigma guy through and through. So when you guys start hearing me talk about like all the technical stuff and like all the Six Sigma stuff, that's just because of my professional background. Let's see, Jetpack Joe. Ooh, I like what Jetpack Joe says. Never sell, only swap. Way good. Way good. I like that one. Voice Ireland. And what's up, Voice Ireland? That's a new name on here. Voice Ireland says, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin, but I believe it'll be 100K by Xmas. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. You would, okay, hear me out. And I'm not picking on anyone, all right? Remember, no. My deadline for XLM is not mid 2023. Oh God, no. My time frame, dude, was like 3 years. Like 3 years. Mid 2024 would be the earliest I would consider selling. All right, that would be the earliest I would consider selling. Would be mid 2024, not 23, 2024. And I talked about that on a stream like last year sometime. Let's see. So Voice Ireland says, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin, but I believe it'll be 100K by Christmas. Think about this. Hear me out, guys. All right, just hear me out here. All right. That would mean we would need to see the crypto market 5x from now. I don't see any way that the crypto market can 5x right now, because what pumped up the market? All right, I want you to look at this. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and cryptocurrencies, and let's go to here. All right, let's go to the main page. All right, so we're gonna go to the main page. I want you to think of all of these coins that I'm scrolling down that I'm looking at. Okay. Then what I want you to do is I want you to look at this. Hold on here. Let's go to market cap. Give me a second. Ranking. All right. And look at all these here. All right. So when we think of market cap, why did the market cap blow up so high, everyone? Because of all the printed money. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So when we were all in lockdown with Rona, when we had nothing to do, and what's up, Ben? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you here. And Ben, I'm gonna get into what happened with the stream, dude, because I had kind of a rough, not a rough day, but something that kind of hit me hard. But anyways, the reason why the crypto market blew up so much is what? We were all locked inside, so we had nothing to do. A lot of sports weren't happening, so we didn't have that outlet. We couldn't go to bars. We couldn't do a lot of stuff, right, to kind of chill out. Gamblers couldn't gamble on sports, so they could gamble on the stock market. They could gamble on crypto. The inflation of the crypto market was because of all the fiat pumped into the economy. There is no way right now that there is enough oomph right now to prop Bitcoin up 5 times higher than what it is. And I'm not saying that it can't happen, but my personal thing is, dude, the odds of that happening are so freaking low. In fact, I would go as far as saying, when you look at Tether, okay, look at how much Tether is falling. Look at how much Tether got propped up. Look at the dates here. 2020, 2021, look at that. Don't you find it odd? See, while we were all hanging out inside in the first part of 2021, you know, kind of locked in, doing all that stuff when it was bad. Yeah, see, and then even 2020 when it was bad, you started seeing it happen. All of that was because of inflation. There was extra money in there. So no, I seriously did. And you guys know I'm a realist. I'm not the guy that's saying we're going to go to the moon today, we're going to go to the moon tomorrow. It's not about that. There is no way I do not see the market 5xing from now into the rest of the year. There is no freaking way. And why? Because check it out, everyone. Here you go. Voyager Digital files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, proposes recovery plan. Do you guys know what the recovery plans are? This is the first one, by the way. This is why this is important, all right? I'm sharing it with you guys now. I'm not going to make a video about it. So you guys that are on the live stream, you're getting news that no one else is going to get. Voyager Digital files for Chapter 11. Their whole plan is to take your Bitcoin, to take your Ethereum and all that, okay? Think about that. They're going to take that. They're then going to trade it for crap coins, which are way more unstable than Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC. So even people that had money in USDC in Voyager Digital, their USDC is going to be traded to what is it called? VXC is their token, some piece of crap token. I mean, that is hard. That is rough. So people that even had USDC are now going to get some stupid printed coin. Oh, that's horrible. So the reason I don't see us going into anything bullish anytime soon, we have to get through this. Celsius right now, everyone. Celsius is liquidating a ton of stuff, right? They're paying back as many loans as they can, letting people go, dumping assets here and there, just to make their liabilities less. So now Ben's chiming in, and Ben's an awesome guy. Ben, the reason I started the stream today, and the reason it's called They Blew It Up, is because of this. I made a video on April 26th. Here we go. Welcome to the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, sorry, but I really can't say that anymore. Because you see that pillar I was touching right there, Ben? There you go. That pillar has now been blown up, everyone. Earlier this morning, yep, they blew up that exact same pillar that I was touching in that video just a couple months ago. So yes, we also have global unrest. Going to be really hard to get a market rallying when we have such civil unrest like this going on. So it's totally crazy. And Voice Ireland says, I don't own Bitcoin, so I don't care. I'm XRP. Well, Voice Ireland, hear me out. That you're not going to see a big XRP move until the case is over. Word on the street by inside sources says the case is not going to be solved until 2023. That is a while, man. A while. Let's see. John Niner says, Klaus, check out Demon Hunter's video on BitChute from today. It gave me the willies. I am a numbers guy, so yes, I will definitely watch that out. I will put that on my thing. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about crypto. We're talking about Georgia Guidestones. We're talking about this right here, guys, a bull trap. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the market's green. Awesome. We're back up to 20,000 on Bitcoin, 1,100 on ETH, right? XRP is at 32 cents. Stellar is probably at 10.7, 10.8, something like that. You know, it's going to take time, everyone. It's going to take time. And Ben, we don't really know, dude. Like, we have no idea, man. All I know, these things are huge. Like, this Guidestone thing is freaking massive. And this is like 20 minutes away from my house. And they said this was done around 4 a.m. Now, Patriotist is chiming in saying something, and I like reading this. I like this, you guys. Patriotist is saying the bull run starts in August. Why would the bull run start in August? Let me know. Let me know down below. What would be so special about August? Because hear me out here. If the economy were to, say, magically turn around pre-election day, that benefits the Democrats, right? Because then people would be like, oh, there's relief at the gas pumps, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, all right? Think about that, all right? That's kind of weird, isn't it, all right? And yeah, and sorry, my voice is breaking up. I was at a Braves game last night. I had a lot of fun, so yes, my voice is... Oh, my audio is bad. Oh, give me a second, guys. Give me a second here. Let me go to my studio, and I'll see if I can redo this. Hold on a second. Do, 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 do.